Hi, hi, hi. Hello, everybody. How are you today? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of our weekly student update. I'm here with Kelly Pozinski. Hey,
Hi,
Kelly.
Claire.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Thank you. Sorry, I have an itch. Thank you for tuning in today, or thank you for joining me. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. I really appreciate it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to our, what is it, sixth week of the term. How's it going for everybody?
6.
Six, right? Yeah. So Kelly, I didn't introduce you properly. You are our director of program advising at University of the People, and you used to be the life of the office when we actually went to the office. Now you're not. Now we're not at the office and you're in a different country, but that's okay. So Kelly is responsible for all of the amazing program advisors we have at University of the People. We would not be able to operate without her. I'm Jessica. I'm the social media and community manager here at University of the People. So I manage all the social media. So if you have any questions, you can always DM us on those platforms. Yeah, and it's great to be here today. So, like I said, it's the 6th week in the term. How's it going for everyone? What's going on with your studies, with Corona? How's it going? Is it okay? And I see our regulars are back. We have Alex, who's always here, and Danielle. And we have a lot of other people. Butch, hello. Johan, hi. Karen, Epiphany. Quantavius. Cheryl, good morning, hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, you guys can tune in every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern time to find out what's happening at University of the People. And we also like to provide some tips and tricks for you. Today we're going to talk about how to avoid academic burnout. This is a real thing, guys. It also can be applied to your workplace as well. I don't know, has anyone experienced academic burnout?
Academically working out.
I do have a workout soon, so maybe I'm thinking about the workout. Anyway, so in these weekly updates, like I said, we like to give you tips and tricks, and we like to give you student updates. And the aim also is to provide a sense of consistency for you guys. I know these are very uncertain times with coronavirus happening all around affecting us all around the world, but we hope to provide you a sense of consistency. So thank you so much for everyone for tuning in. So it is week 6 of the academic term. Where is time going? I don't know. Actually, time is very weird, I think, ever since this whole corona thing. Would you agree, Cal?
Yeah, I agree, especially like working from home, because I know in many countries people are working from home. Each day is feeling like the same, the weekend's feeling like the same day. But surprisingly, time is going pretty fast. That I can agree with.
Yeah, for sure. So I encourage everyone to ask questions. If we don't get to your questions, we'll respond after the event. Not to worry, we won't forget about you. So like I said, I know coronavirus has impacted our students all around the world, but nothing at UoPeople has changed. We're all working around the clock to make sure that you guys are not disrupted and you can still take your exams and submit your coursework, etc. If there's people on here who haven't saved their spot for next term yet, there's still time. The next term begins September 3rd, and we also recently launched UoPeople in Arabic. I did a Facebook Live about that last week with Huda. She's our, director of...
Managing director.
Kelly. I had a brief. Our managing director for UoPeople in Arabic. So she addresses some questions you may have in that live event. So feel free to tune in. You can find it on our Facebook or YouTube page. So if you are interested in studying in Arabic, it's an option for next term, which begins September 3rd. I also included a link in the description of this event if you still want to apply to UoPeople. There's still time. Okay, so first, Cal, can you tell us about any updates on your end?
So, Jess, as you said, we're in the middle of week 6 now. So everyone's working quite hard. So what I do want to remind everyone about is that the registration for term 1 is currently open. So if you haven't registered yet, please do so as soon as possible because registration will close on August the 5th. So register.
Okay, cool. And somebody asked today, happiness, asked what is the subject of today. So we're going to talk about academic burnout. I think it also applies in the workplace. So we'll get to that in a minute. So that's great news about registration. How does one register for next term?
So Jess, to register for the next term, what a student needs to do is they need to log onto the self-service portal and register through there. But students in their first term of study with us, for example, those whose first term will be term 1, they will be registered by us, by the Office of Student Services. So only if it's your second term and like beyond, you will register through the self-service portal. If you have issues logging onto the self-service portal, let your advisor know so they can help you. You will be able to log on and register to a course.
Okay, amazing. And I do have one announcement. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube, I will interview our computer science student. Her name is Natalie, and she's from Venezuela, and she's going to talk about how University of the People helped her, what her experience has been like studying computer science. So it's for students and non-students as well. So everybody, don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to listen to Natalie. Okay, let's get into today's theme, which is how to avoid academic burnout. So I don't know, has anyone experienced academic burnout? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to know. So maybe you've been feeling less motivated than usual, more exhausted. Maybe you're a little bit irritable, less inspired or creative in your schoolwork. These may be some signs of academic burnout. This is a very real condition, and it's both treatable and diagnosable, with given the right steps. So Kelly, can you tell us what exactly academic burnout is?
So Jess, academic burnout, and when I was speaking about academic burnout, it also refers to burnout in the workplace, but I'm just going to use the term academic burnout. So it can be defined as a negative emotional, physical, and mental reaction to prolonged study or work. And obviously the results are exhaustion, frustration, you're feeling lack of motivation. So that's like just a definition. And how it can come about, it can be like a culmination of weeks or months of studying the same material or working on the same project. Or, for example, just like continuous years of study without the relevant break in between. It's important that one should not be confused with academic burnout and the feeling of frustration. So if you are feeling frustrated, or for example, I know some people pull like all-nighters because they like the under pressure technique to get like their work done. If you're feeling tired the next day and demotivated, this is not academic burnout. This is because you were up the whole night doing your schoolwork. So don't confuse the two, Jess. And it's like it's more coming from a long-term study or like long-term work without a break.
Okay, great. And can you describe some of the specific symptoms related to burnout?
So, it's just like you're extremely tired, you're feeling like you can't attend another class or you don't want to go another day to work. It's like a cloud over your head, it's like, oh, you must go, but you're so tired. So that's one of the symptoms. And also you can get like actual physical symptoms, just like headaches, insomnia, depression. That's why it's important to take like the reverse steps to prevent burnout as soon as you recognize some of the symptoms. So if you do recognize some of these symptoms, like you're tired or you're getting depressed, you don't want to study or you don't want to go to work, like it could be that you need that day's break just to rest, stay in bed, rejuvenate yourself, charge your energy levels back. Don't tell yourself that you're going to just have coffee or something and it will be okay. Like if you're experiencing this for a repeated amount of time, then it's something to look into. Like not just brush it away and say it's tired, let me have coffee.
Right. It's kind of like depression can be a symptom. So if you're feeling like you really just can't function, this can also be a symptom. So I'd also like to add some other symptoms that if maybe you're feeling exhausted, like you just feel like no matter how much sleep you get, you just cannot catch up on sleep. That's also a symptom. Maybe you're having lack of motivation to attend classes or start assignments. Maybe you're lashing out at your family or your friends, and you're very irritable. Pain and tension in your body, just like feeling like you're always like really sore. I like Alex's solution: dance, get the blood pumping, get your endorphins up, and you can join Alex's YouTube channel. Alex, feel free to plug it. And like I said, you can feel anxious or depressed, muscle aches, jaw tension. I recommend yoga also. It really helps you come back to your body and your mind. But Kel, how can students prevent burnout? Like, what are some prevention tips?
So just some of my prevention tips is, I'll just give a few, is make time for enjoyable activities. So like Alex says, if you enjoy dancing, dance. If you like walking, then go outside and take a walk. Obviously, now during this coronavirus time, there may be some activities that you can't do, but try the best that you can. Like if you like traveling, which is something that is limited now during coronavirus, like go to some nature reserve in the area you're living and explore it. Like it's still like a form of travel, you're just exploring. So do something you enjoy. Make sure you get a lot of, or not a lot, but make sure you get that physical exercise in, because sometimes, you're just sitting in front of your computer. If you're not sitting in front of your computer, you're watching Netflix, or you're just sitting down and you're not moving, your blood's not moving. Get outside, get fresh air, get some vitamin D. Vitamin D is always good. Obviously, when Corona's over or when the pandemic's under control, make time for social activities, like meet with your friends, go out with them. And lastly, Jess, I would say avoid procrastination.
Yeah, that's really, we always talk about that. If I were a superhero, it would be a procrastinator. I mean, I really fight that. I really try to fight that one. Okay, so once you feel like you know you've been diagnosed, how can you recover from academic or work burnout? What are some recovery tips?
So just seek help. Like a lot of people are maybe feel embarrassed to seek help because they will think that people are judging them. But really, I strongly encourage people to seek help. Like no one's going to judge you, so do so. Make sure you understand and recognize the symptoms. Don't ignore them because the burnout will only get worse. Manage stress, and most importantly is make the changes. Like realize or try to analyze what got you to this point before so you can make the changes so you won't get to this point again.
So great. Those are really good tips. And once you feel like you have recovered from academic burnout, I think it's really important to take steps to prevent yourself from falling into the same habits that you fell into from the burnout. So yeah, Cal, any additional thoughts about academic burnout? We've covered a lot of areas.
So academic burnout is like a real condition and it's very like self-treatable if you're taking the right measures. So take the right measures. It's a real condition. Try to take a step back and look at everything in your life, and maybe some of these things may be contributing towards your academic burnout, but make the changes. And most importantly, Jess, I will stress again, don't feel embarrassed to ask for help if you need that help, whether it be your program advisor, your friends, your family, or anyone. Ask for help.
Okay, great final thoughts. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing and for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope these tips help you guys. I think, if this isn't something that you've experienced yet, I think it's something that you really should educate yourself on so you don't fall into these, into these habits. It's really important to prevent them. So guys, that's all we got today. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. Any questions, guys? Feel free to ask your advisor or admissions at UoPeople.edu. Don't forget to join me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, where I will interview Natalie, our computer science student. And let us know in the comments if there's something specific you want us to cover. And don't forget, Kelly and I are here every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube to provide you with student updates and tips and tricks to help you with school or work or life, whatever it may be. If there's anything specific you want us to cover, let us know in the comments. Or if anyone wants to participate in live events, let us know. I'd love to hear. Okay. And guys, don't forget to keep asking your questions. We will respond after the event is over. No worries. All right. Stay safe. Stay calm, stay calm, and connected with UoPeople by your side. Kelly, thank you.
Thank you, Jess. Have a good week, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.